Hi everyone, and welcome back to another video. Welcome back to our channel as well. Today has been long, by the way, don't mind my Rona hairdo, which is also overdue as much as this video actually. Today we are doing a Philodendron collection of ours. So if you like this type of video and you like our channel, please don't forget to subscribe, like our video. We also have an Instagram page you can also follow, which is Philodendron as well. I'm just going to start in a random order, I guess. I'm just surrounded with all philodendrons that we have. I've counted them and there are 23, so I'm just going to randomly, probably going to get the one that's most far away and work my way up here on this table, which you cannot see right now. But yeah, let's start with this one left for me, right here. Let me grab it. Which is in a pot that is way too big, actually. This is kind of a sad story as well. Well, I got this, and there's actually two in this. This is a Philodendron pink princess. I'm not sure if you are able to see the pink a little bit. I think you can. This one has struggled, basically, both of them, since day one. And this is not making me love the plant a lot because, you know, I've given the plant a moss pole, and I mean, it seems to grow up the moss pole, but it's not giving great leaves. The leaves get stuck in the petioles. The leaves are deformed. If you want to help the leaves, I snap them off all the time, which I just did before the video, so definitely not my favorite philodendron. I do like this leaf though, which is the only one that has a little bit of pink in it. I don't know, ooh, where is it? Here. I don't know if you can see it. It's a little bit damaged, but it has some nice pink in it. Actually, it has put out a really nice leaf with pink on it as well a couple of months ago, and I snapped that one off as well, trying to help it. So yeah, that's my story with this one. So we're not off to a great start with my collection, but yeah, this is, I think, one of my least favorite philodendrons. So let's just get it out of the way, I guess. I hope it is going to establish a little bit better and grow up the pole, and hopefully I'll learn to leave it alone. But yeah, so this is the Philodendron Pink Princess, a rubescens pink princess. Let's just put her out of the way, and there are some really big plants, by the way, so I hope you'll be able to see it properly while I'm holding them, because some of them are really huge. Okay, this is our Philodendron verrucosum. Let's just, it's a little bit hard to show you guys. This is in a huge pot with a way too big moss pole as well, because we were a little bit too excited to make the pole. Yeah, and it has not been doing great. It has been put out some great leaves, and then some shitty leaves, and then it had thrips, and then again some shitty leaves, and it's a continuous struggle with this one. It is beautiful, so I really hope we are going to be able to make a more established and pretty plant. But yeah, it hasn't been doing the greatest, but I think the most prettiest leaf we have is this one. Yeah, it is gorgeous, but not in the state it is. I'm not sure if I can show you guys, but it is really not looking its best at all. And there's actually three plants in here, but this is a side leaf as well. It's dripping a little bit, but yeah, the prettiest leaves are at the top. Hopefully it's like a good trend that's gonna continue. So yeah, this is our Philodendron verrucosum. Hopefully better days ahead for this fella as well. Okay, let's put him away. He's quite heavy as well. And let's continue with one of my favorites. And this is Philodendron rugosum. Ooh. Let me try to show you one of the nicer leaves on this side. This thing, by the way, it has been growing insanely as well. I'm not sure how many leaves they're growing, but I think at least one a month. My cats are playing as well, which is distracting me. Okay, anyway, so this is Philodendron rugosum. It has been growing like crazy actually, and what I really like about this plant, it's the leaves are really thick. I know they call it like pigskin philodendron or something, and the leaf margins are like really thin and see-through. I don't know what that is, but it looks really cool. And it's really thick. It's way different than any other philodendrons that I have, and it's been doing great. It had some thrips, but like 1 or 2. So you know, we were able to keep this plant looking really cool. And what I do really like as well, I'm not sure what that is, but all of the aerial roots are growing in the, I think it's petiole sheath or something. But it's, I don't know if you can see that actually. Let me try to. Do you see those brown things in my, like, I don't know, here? Those are actually aerial roots growing inside, and it's been doing that almost, not in every leaf, but in every other leaf. So that's interesting. But he's been doing great. I think he's, was he like on 100% sphagnum or not? Yeah. So he's really loving that. Really amazing plant, but I do need to give him like a proper moss ball, because obviously this is, you know, it looks nice, but it's not really doing anything. And it has been putting out a new leaf. I don't know if you can see here as well. So yeah, really awesome plant. I really like it. It's so different than any other philos that we have. So that is Philodendron rugosum, or as we say in Dutch, rugosum. Okay, let's actually move to this side. So I'm gonna work my way to this. And let's grab this beast, which I'm not really sure if you're able to see how big it is. It's really big. I think this is the prettiest side. I bought this actually as a Philodendron Florida ghost. And every now and then it throws out a white-ish leaf. And while I bought it, it has been throwing out white leaves, and all of a sudden, I don't know, after having it for a couple of years, it's just been growing green leaves, which, I mean, I really like the leaf shape and the leaf size and everything. But yeah, it hasn't been doing really, you know, the Florida ghost thing as it should, but still a gorgeous plant. But there's actually 3 inside as well, so I might, this is really unhandy. I need to like chop it up, maybe put it on a moss ball as well and give the other 2 plants away. I don't know. But it has been doing great. You know, really big leaves and just really thick aerial roots as well. And the stem is getting really thick as well. So it is quite happy, but just, yeah, not really, it is a ghost, but not really giving the ghost feeling. Okay. And then this one. This one's quite heavy. This I actually forgot almost to put in the video because it's not doing too hot. It battled some thrips and put it on a 100% hydro culture. But yeah, it hasn't been doing great, and I actually think it was because of the thrips. So I don't have a really pretty, this is quite heavy because of the hydro things. It hasn't been doing, let me put it like this. Hasn't been doing great, but I really think it's due to the thrips and everything. And it has a lot of new growth points as well. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see them at all. Yeah, maybe a little bit. So, I mean, it's bouncing back, so that is great. And I think I'm going to check the roots later as well to see if it has some root rot, because it kind of looks like it does. But it's showing some new root points as well, so, or root points, growth points, so that's good. But this is Philodendron Ring of Fire, in case you didn't. It's kind of not doing too hot, you know, but it's still a ring of fire, and hopefully it'll be able to bounce back quick as well, with the springtime as well. Okay. Then one of our favorites, This actually struggled a little bit in the beginning when we first had it. This is a Philodendron gloriosum. I don't know what that was, I struggled all of a sudden. But this is a Philodendron gloriosum. So this one we bought and all of the leaves basically died off. It struggled and we didn't know what we were doing wrong. The stem was just like, it was alive, but it wasn't really a plant. I've put it back in some soil, I think last summer or something, and this is what has been growing lately. This was one of the first leaves, which is kind of deformed. Then it had this leaf, which is really pretty. And let me see, then this one, which is also really pretty. And then it had, this is his previous leaf, had a little bit of damage on top, as you can see by the heating. Since it's been really cold out, the heating has been up. So yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate, but still really pretty. And the newest leaf that is trying to pop out is this thing. I'm not sure, let me put it in front of my face. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. This thing is so thick. This is gonna be such a beast. So I'm really happy how he's doing. We've put him in a long pot since he is a crawler. We do want to put him on pon. We actually are putting a lot of plants in pon very soon. But yeah, it's been doing great. But look at this, oh, it's so pretty. It's so thick and healthy, and yeah, really excited for this one. So definitely one of our favorites. I have to stand up for this one. Then of my one of my OG plants actually. This is a Philodendron squamiferum. And yeah, I really like this plant. This is all over garden centers, to be honest, in the Netherlands. Yeah, I got it a couple of years ago, I think, even maybe 2 or 3 years ago. And I really like it. Let me just show you the petioles. Ah, yeah, there it is. Okay. So look at how hairy this guy is. I actually like when it grows a little bit funky, but I can see it really craves a pole. So I might do that this spring as well. And the leaf shape I want to show you guys as well. This is quite a tiny leaf, and this had some thrip damage, so don't mind that. But here you can see a little bit better how it's supposed to look. So really cute little ears and everything. I really love the leaf shape and the hairs on this guy. So that is Philodendron squamiferum. Okay, now one of my favorites, or actually, I think he's in my top 2 philodendrons. He's quite heavy. I think this is one of the, I'm gonna turn it around so I can talk properly. But this is my Philodendron elegans, or elegans, how we say it in Dutch. I love this guy. You have a lot of philodendrons that kind of look a little bit similar. So you have tortum, you have mayoi or something. For some reason, those don't speak to me at all, but this one, when I first saw it, I really, really liked it. So, and what's been great is that the aerial roots has been growing through the moss pole and around it, and the roots are doing really crazy things, and it's been so happy in this pole. So yeah, really amazing plant. And this leaf size, by the way, is one of the biggest leaf sizes that we have with our philos, I think. It's over 50 centimeters. I'm not even sure if I can show you properly because it is so see-through. It's kind of difficult to show you guys, but I hope you'll be able to see it. But this leaf is around 50 plus 53 centimeters or something, so big. And really thick aerial roots, really happy guy. I really love this plant. It's so beautiful. And actually we had this on our cabinet in the bedroom. But for space problems, we have put him on the floor, actually in the living room. And actually I like it a little bit better because you can see how amazing the leaves are from the top a little bit better. So Really love this guy. So this is Philodendron elegans. Oh, such a workout, this video. Okay, so I've had these I've had as well. So everything that's left is on the table. So let me move a little bit forward. And actually I want to keep this one for last because it is my favorite. Let's go over to this little guy. And this is a Philodendron gigas or gigas or however you want to call it. I'm not sure. Yeah. And it has been putting out, and this is actually, I got this quite recently. But yeah, it's been doing great. It's in 100% sphagnum moss. Most of our, like I said, most of our philodendrons are either in a really airy, just substrate, so like orchid bark and, you know, perlite and everything. But I noticed that the cuttings really like sphagnum moss. So most cuttings for us are in 100% sphagnum moss. And like I said before, we do want to convert some of the philos to pon as well. But yeah, not a lot to show you guys because it's only been one leaf. It has been working on this little leaf. So, and actually I can see on the new leaf, there's actually a new leaf coming as well. So it's been really happy, and this one has been growing in our grow tent. Yeah. Just really like this guy. I cannot wait for it to get a little bit bigger. It actually looks a little bit similar because it's quite velvety. It's actually a little bit similar to a Philodendron melanochrysum, but they're just a little bit more thick and less long, I think, when they grow up a little bit. But yeah, I really like this guy. I cannot wait for the new leaf because this one, it had the leaf already when I got it. So this will be the first leaf in my care. So really excited for this one. So this is Philodendron gigas or gigas or gigas in Dutch. Okay, let's move on to one that's a little bit more, you know, you see it around. It's quite common, but it's still quite beautiful. So this is a Philodendron hydraceum, and the cultivar is a Brazil, as you can see. So it has the darker green and then some yellow or light green lime-ish. I'm not sure. I want to show you guys the newest leaf, which is really cute. Yeah. This guy struggled actually because it was a really, really big plant, and I've put it on a moss pole and I tried my best and, you know, gave it some love, but it just died back. It didn't have any thrips or anything similar, or I don't know what happened. So yeah, I really don't know. So it died back basically, and this is everything that is left basically. But I really like this guy, and hopefully this will turn out into a new lush plant again, because I do really like this one. And once it will grow a little bit bigger, I am putting it on a pole as well, because how freaking cool would this be on a moss pole with huge leaves? I cannot wait. So hopefully I'll be able to make a more established plant to yeah, grow this up a moss pole. That would be great. So this is Philodendron hydraceum, cultivar is Brazil. Really cool. Okay, let's move over to I think my number 2. Yeah, so this is my number 1. This is definitely my number 2 in my whole collection. And it's also one of the first one that we converted to pon. And this is a Philodendron El Chaco Red. So this is the newest leaf. I'm not going to be able to, I'm shaking a little bit because it's quite heavy. It's quite difficult to show you guys because the leaf is a bit more upwards. Let me see if I can show you guys the back, because this is where the show is at as well. Let me do it like this. So freaking gorgeous. I got this, I think 2 months ago or something. And it's just like velvety pillow lushness. It just has everything for me in a philo that I really like. It has the velvetiness, it has the red back, it has the really nice yellowing in the middle, and it's just so pretty. I really like this one, and it has been working on, let me try to show you guys. It has been working on a new leaf as well. So that is really great as well. I'm really happy with it because I did convert it to pon, and I was quite scared to it because this was also my first, I know this is really crazy, but this was my first plant to put in pon. I'm not sure what got into me because I got so scared right after I've done it. But it has been working on a new leaf, so I'm really happy with that. So this is Philodendron El Choco Red. This is, by the way, a little bit of an older leaf that was already a little bit damaged when I got it, and this is the newest one. Oh my god, so pretty. Okay, stop it. Okay, and then I have a piece of a hastatum, Philodendron hastatum, which is right now, it is in sphagnum moss. We actually have a really big established, well, not really established, it's a big plant. And we bought it as a big plant. You can see it as well. It has these ears and everything. It's really huge. And what's really cool with the hastatum, it has like this bluish silvery tone to the leaf as well. But for some reason, this was just a thrips party. This whole plant was just a thrips party, just thrips all the way. And it just destroyed the whole plant. So basically we just have like 3 bare stems and then just a couple of leaves with some thrips damage. So we were kind of fed up with it. So we've cut it up, and hopefully we'll be able to make some new plants as well. This is just one of the cuttings that we took from the plants. But yeah, I really like it. So hopefully we'll be able to, you know, make it bounce back a little bit better and grow into some nice cuttings. And but I've just done it recently, so it's quite new still. Let's just hope for the best. But you know, otherwise, there are widely available actually in the garden centers here, so we'll be able to find one if it does die back, but hopefully we'll be able to you know, let it bounce back. Let's move over to this guy. This one is a little bit of a special story because I actually didn't buy this, or I don't know, I didn't know I had this. This is kind of weird, kind of a weird story, but I actually got another plant through a friend. And I got this one as well, which was kind of in the same pot or something, and it was just a little bit mixed up, I guess, I don't know. But I actually found out recently that this wasn't the plant that I thought it was. I thought it was an epipremnum. But then I was looking at the growth pattern and I was like, this is not an epipremnum at all. And then I was looking at the leaf shape. I know it has a little bit of thrips damage, but it's doing a lot better. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it. Let me move back. Yeah. So it's actually a Philodendron Burle Marx, as you can see a little bit. And I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it as well, but Burle Marx, they just grow in a really bushy, weird way. So you can see all these growth points. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it. Which made me think, like, is this a Burle Marx? I really don't know, but it is. So, you know, another Philodendron in my collection, so I'm happy. But yeah, it does need to put out some new leaves because this is kind of pathetic right now. Also battled a little bit of thrips, I think, or something else, I don't know. But everything is bouncing back a little bit better, and winter has been rough on a lot of our plants as well. But yeah, all these growth points are really, yeah. There's something. I'm just really happy that it's growing and it's doing its thing, and hopefully we'll be able to have like a little bit more of a fuller plant. Also, don't judge because this is in 100% sphagnum moss and in terracotta. I am moving this to a plastic pot, but it has, you know, normally when it's in my grow tent or whatever, there's plastic over this. Because I know this doesn't work normally. Terracotta and sphagnum is like the worst combination, but yeah, so I need to move him to a pond or whatever. But yeah, so this was a surprise philo that we had in our collection that I didn't know of just recently. I think I just found out like last month or something. Okay, let me go over to our Philodendron Brandtianum forest. Because this is a little bit of a story as well. Actually, we bought the Philodendron Brandtianum as a cutting from someone, and it has been putting out leaves, but really just not sexy at all. just scraggly and ugly, and then a lot of stem, and then just some leaves, and then a lot of stem. It was just all over the place. So we've put actually a lot of cuttings from that plant. The mother plant is still in the Mars Hydro tent. And this one, we took a lot of cuttings from it, and we put it in this thing. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it. I think you do. Yeah. So there are, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I think 9 cuttings in here. I've put it in here quite recently as well, so it's not, I think they're working on roots right now, hopefully. I don't know if you guys have seen a mature Philodendron brantianum, but it's the coolest plant. One of the coolest plants I've seen. But for some reason, it just doesn't grow in our bedroom at all. So now these are in our tent, and, you know, they're not dying, so that's good. But hopefully, you know, we can make a little bit more of an established plant, and we can also put it on a moss pole so we can make a bigger plant as well. So this was, again, I don't know if you can, I can show you guys like a really cool looking leaf. This one is quite pretty. Oh, where is it? This one, it's so pretty. It's like a brantianum forest, so beautiful. Okay, and then also one of our older philodendrons that we have. It's quite big, so let me. It's also on a moss pole. This actually is our Philodendron melanochrysum, and I'm just going to show you the newest couple leaves because those are the prettiest. I do have to say we did struggle a lot with this plant, like a lot. We've had it for 2 years, yeah, a little bit over 2 years, and you know, every philodendron is a little bit different, but most philodendrons are quite easy to take care for, in my opinion. But this one was just, it didn't want to put out a big leaf at all, like at nothing. Recently we found out if you spray the plant a little bit more and you put it on a moss pole, that it loves life a little bit better. So, you know, we actually grew our newest leaf, and I think this is our most successful leaf as of now. And this was grown quite recently. It's still hardening off. Let me pull it back a little bit so you guys can see it. This leaf is so awesome. It's, like I said, it's still hardening off. It's quite the size of my hand, actually. I'm not sure if you can see. And what I really love about these guys is, oh, it's topping over a little bit. What I really love about these plants is that the leaves, when they mature, really elongate. This was the leaf actually when we first got him, which is quite long as well. And then it has had this leaf, which was also on it when we got it. And the newest leaf, you can see actually in between how much we struggle. We're actually air layering the plant right now. But you can see we struggled a lot. And now finally we're getting the hang of this plant. And it looks like this. And we're so happy with it. Yeah, so we are going to chop it up because we are finally getting a hang of this. So when summer and spring comes around, we are going to chop it off and make a new plant. And we already have a lot of cuttings because we did cut the plant off quite often because we were struggling with it. But hopefully we'll be able to make a bigger plant because the mature melanochrysums are so crazy beautiful. They're like really dark green, almost black, elongated, velvety goodness. It's so good, and I cannot wait actually. What's also really pretty is that you cannot really see it right now because the leaf is still hardening off and it's almost hardened. But when the new leaf pops out, it's like this reddish, brownish, greenish. It's the colors on this thing. It's like fall when there's a new leaf. It's so beautiful. But yeah, so this is our Philodendron melanochrysum. So the next philodendron in our collection is, I hope it doesn't drip. Oh, it drips a little bit. Let me just grab it with the whole saucer as well. This is our Philodendron hederaceum, variation hederaceum, which basically kind of looks like a miniature gigas or a miniature melanochrysum. It has the velvetiness. Talking is difficult, people. This is not my native language. Anyway, let me just show you. I don't know if I can show you because the leaves are quite tiny. There it is. Really cool plant, actually. Yeah, there's not a lot to say about this. This is widely available in the Netherlands as well, I believe. And this is really cool. It has like velvety leaves as well. And also the leaves come in a little bit orangey. And when you grow this up a pole, you can also create really big plants. The same as actually with the Brazil and every Hydraceum basically. So you know what, I'm growing this like this, but I might actually put it on a pole as well. It has been struggling a little bit like this, and I don't know, I think it just wants to climb, I don't know. But I really like how this plant looks. This is, I think, my favorite out of all the Hydraceum cultivars that you have, or variations that you have, that I know of, exactly so. Okay, then the next one. Yeah, got it. Next one that we have is, I'm not sure if you guys are able to actually see what this is because it doesn't have the orange bright leaf that, you know, is really recognizable with this plant when it gets a new leaf. But this is Philodendron Prince of Orange. And it has now really greenish leaves. You can still see a little bit of like redness or oranginess. Maybe actually underneath the plant as well, you can see it a little bit. But when this gets a new leaf, and it's actually working on a really big one, as you can see, the leaves are like bright orange. And I know this doesn't look like a bright orange leaf right now, it looks really red, but when it goes open, when it unfurls, I mean, it's really bright orange, and I really like that. For some reason, with plants, also with flowers, I really like orange and yellow in plants. Also flowers or leaves or whatever. I just really like fall type colors. So I'm not particularly fond of the growth pattern, which is quite like bushy with this particular plant. So it's not going to be able to, it's going to take up a lot of space when it grows bigger. And I don't think it looks the best right now. So hopefully, you know, it's going to grow some nice big leaves and yeah. Look a little bit better because this just, yeah. I mean, it's a healthy plant. It doesn't have any pest pressures or anything. But yeah, I know it doesn't sound really believable that it's a Prince of Orange. It just looks really red right now. I don't know what that is from, but it's really a Prince of Orange. But this is, I think, my only philodendron that I have that has this growth pattern, the bushy one. Not particularly fond of it, but I do like this plant a lot because of the bright orange leaves. And then this guy. So this is Philodendron mamai, and I actually got it from my boyfriend, I think 1.5 years ago or something, right? Yeah, 1.5 years ago. Yeah, I like the plant, but it doesn't like me. I think I have made, throughout like the 1.5 years that I've had it, I think I've made like 10 cuttings of it because it's just really bare looking and the leaves are just ugly. And it's really an amazing plant and I really like it. It is really beautiful when it's healthy and when it's a big plant, in my opinion. It has these silver stripes a little bit or speckling on the leaf, and there's I don't know if it's actually a D shape, but the petiole shape is really weird and it has these ruffles. I don't know if you can see it at all. No, probably not actually, because it's so tiny. The leaf is so tiny. I've never actually been able to grow like a healthy big plant, and I really want to, you know. I've seen the Botanical Garden of Ghent in Belgium. They actually have a really, really, really big and healthy mamai. And it's such a goals plant. Like, I want this plant to be that one, you know, and it's not. And I'm not sure if I'm hopeful, but I'm trying to be hopeful for this plant and the cuttings that I took of it. But I'm actually not, I was not able to grow a bigger leaf than this in the whole 1.5 years that I've had this plant. And I've been growing it in a grow tent, and I've been growing it on a really good grow light and in different temperatures, like not low temperatures, but not really hot as well. And I don't know what it wants. Not a lot of pest pressure either, so I don't know. This is the top cutting, and this has been the healthiest cutting. The other cuttings are not doing great. Yeah, but this is in 100% sphagnum moss, so hopefully this will pull through and I'll be able to get like the plant that they have in the Botanical Garden of Ghent, because, you know, I mean, I'm trying to motivate this guy, but it just doesn't want to be, I don't know. It just, to me, it just looks like it wants to die, but I don't want him to die. But yeah, so this is a Philodendron mamai. Yeah, hopefully I'll show you guys next year or something, you know, how big this has grown. But not right now. So this is everything I'll be able to show you guys now. Next up is a plant I actually gave my boyfriend for his birthday on the 9th of February, so quite recently. And it is this guy, and it's still in his nursery pot, so it is going to need a repot, in my opinion, as when the spring is going to come round. But yeah, this is Philodendron bilietiae. This is one of the newest leaves. And dude, I just love these ribs on this thing. It's like so muscled. I really love this plant, and it has the orange petioles, although this is quite a juvenile plant, so you're not really able to see how orange it looks. It's a little bit more orange in real life than on camera, I think. Not really sure. This is quite a good looking leaf as well. Look at that. So beautiful. Cannot stop looking at this plant, actually. I got it and I was like, I actually wish maybe I got more, I don't know. But yeah, I really like it. It has orange petioles, and you know, your girl likes orange in plants. I mean, it is my boyfriend's plant, but I can look at it as well. But yeah, what's really cool, I think, in my opinion, is these really big ears, which are just going to be bigger when they mature. And the leaf margins, I'm not sure if that's a juvenile thing, but the leaf margins on the really tiny leaves are really orange as well. Let me see if I can show you guys. Let me bury my head behind the pot a little bit. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it. It's so difficult. But can you see this leaf is so tiny and it's already so ribbed, and I don't know, it's just so much fun, this plant. I don't know, I really like it. This is another one with like, it's quite tiny actually, this leaf, but look at how good he looks. I don't know, I cannot stop like showing you guys. It's so exciting, this plant. I really like this guy. And my boyfriend was really happy with him as well. So it was definitely a wish list plant for him as well. So yeah, this is Philodendron bilietiae. And hopefully bigger leaves in spring, but probably really pretty plant. Okay, let me try and put him back because he's quite wide. And so many plants here. Let me show you this guy. Okay, this is a one-leaf cutting of a Philodendron subhastatum, which I actually got a really big plant of, and also were kind of easy to get in the garden centers here in the Netherlands. This is a Philodendron subhastatum, and what's really beautiful about this one, in my opinion, is this when they're juvenile. Isn't that amazing? It's like blood red. I've actually put it, for a reason, I've put it in this yellow pot. Doesn't it look great with the red? It's so beautiful. Really great. The only thing is, you know, I actually had a quite a significant plant. But I thought it would be nice as an experiment to just let it droop and grow down. But it wasn't really a success at all. It's just all the petioles and the stems and everything was just so crooked and ugly, and there was no way for me to spare the plant, and I had to cut it up actually for it to be a little bit more happy. Yeah, so I've actually cut it up. I think I have like around 6 cuttings or something, and then the mother plant. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to, you know, establish some bigger, healthier, happier plants, because this, you know, it's not much right now. But look at how great this is. I really love this. It's like actually quite a big leaf as well. It's not that small. But yeah, so this is Philodendron subhastatum in the yellow pot. So cute. Okay. We actually have, let me see, 1, 2, 3 plants left. Let me go grab this guy. This I actually bought as a Philodendron pastazenum. Sorry, I was distracted. I bought this as a Philodendron pastazenum. But there has been theories that this is a Philodendron McDowell, which is, what was it again? Wasn't it a cross with a pastazenum, with a not a gloriosum, or yeah, or I think it was gloriosum with pastazenum. Wow, I know this. I'm not sure why I don't know this right now, but anyway, yeah, I'm not sure. I couldn't really explain to you as to what the differences are exactly, because it is quite difficult to see as far as I know. But I bought it as a pastazenum, so just, you know, let's call it a pastazenum. Actually, you know what? We got it with this leaf, which really looks like the pasta. Yeah, so beautiful. Just a tiny leaf. And this one is a little bit older, also really tiny. And then I got this guy, and I burned him. I'm so sad about that because it's quite a slow growing plant in my opinion. Yeah, so I'm quite sad about that. But however, it is really slow, but it has been putting out this new growth, which I'm really excited for. Yeah, so hopefully I'll be able to, you know, I don't want to cut it off yet because it still has green in it, so it can still photosynthesize for the plant. But it doesn't look too hard, so I'm really excited for a new plant, and I've put it down so it's not going to be able to burn anymore. I was so sad about this. I was like, oh, the leaf is just really light colored, but yeah, when I realized it was burned, it was too late, but that's always the case, isn't it? But yeah, I'm really excited for the new growth, and overall, just it looks happy. It just got burned. But I'm really excited for this new little guy. So we'll see. But this is Philodendron pastazenum. This is probably the prettiest leaf to show you guys right now. Okay, let's put him away. Let me show you guys actually one of the newest additions. This one I repotted in pond as well. Okay, this is also one that I got with the El Choco Red, and this is Philodendron squamical. Oh my god, I'm not sure how to, let me just... Okay, it has 2 leaves, and I'm going to show you everything that's good about this plant. So this is the first leaf, which is kind of damaged. I think this is just a shipment leaf, and it probably, the lady that I got it from, she already probably got it like this as well, so that's okay. Then it has this leaf, which is really beautiful, has a little bit of damage, but it got this leaf. Look at those little ears, isn't that great? I really like this one. Kind of has long petioles, and the coolest thing about this plant to me, I'm gonna try to show you guys because it's so hairy. I think this would be the best angle to show you guys. It's so difficult being a plant lady. Oh my god. But this has the furriest stems I've ever seen. Comparing with the squamiferum, this is like double or triple in hairs. Let me stand up maybe, and you guys can see how hairy it is like this. So great. I really like it. And even actually, it's you know, working on a new leaf. Oh, let me sit down. This thing is all over the place. It has been working on a new leaf, and even like the new petiole, or the new, yeah, that's a little bit better maybe. You do it like this, yeah. You guys can see he's working on a new leaf, and the whole thing is hairy. And I'm so happy with him. Look at him. Is he the cutest? I'm so happy with this guy. So I made him a really, let's say, authentic moss pole, because we were out of a lot of stuff to make moss poles. We actually do have the moss, but the stuff, you know, the netting and everything, we don't have it. You know, Corona, everything is closed and you need to order everything and whatever. So I actually grabbed a really cheap pole that I had with cocoa peat on it or something. I just put on some sphagnum moss and put some, how do you say that? Yarn around it or something. But I actually think it looks really cool. I thought it was going to look really ratchet, but I really like this pole. But yeah, so this guy's a climber as well. And hopefully, you know, he's going to be happy climbing upwards. And hopefully he's going to be happy in lechuza as well. Because this is my second plant with the El Chaco in Pawn. Yeah, so we'll see. But I'm really, oh, by the way, I want to show you guys this as well. I don't know if you are able to see it, but look at the ribbing on the back of the leaves. Isn't that great as well? It has like a little bit of a reddish ribbing on the back. It's so gorgeous. I can talk about this plant forever, you know. I can make a whole video about this plant. I'm so happy with him. But yeah, this is Philodendron squamical. And then, I don't know if you can grab it for me. Thank you. And then my number one, some guys, or some of you guys actually know who I'm talking about. Some of you may not. I'm gonna move back a little bit because this thing is huge. He is my little baby boy. Okay, this doesn't look like a lot right now, but this is a Philodendron melanochrysum crossed with Philodendron verrucosum, which makes this a Philodendron splendid. And I'm gonna turn him around because he's really big. Let me show you guys the lowest leaf first, which is this little guy. Really cute and really small. Then it has this little leaf, and then this one, and another one over here. This one. Then I've put it on a moss pole. Well, it was on a moss pole, but I think it was like on a smaller one. I don't know. And we also started with liquid gold leaf, I believe, around this time. And then it got this leaf. Look, oh my God, I don't want to. I'm sorry, little dude. But look, isn't he handsome? Isn't this the best plant you've ever seen? I'm so happy with him. I could cry. I'm so thankful to have this plant. Okay, let me lower him down. So this was the leaf after that. It's so hard to show you guys, but okay. So this is really, this leaf was like, well, you can see with the last leaf as well, but they were just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So this is already way bigger than my head, this leaf. And then I got this one, which is it was my favorite leaf. Well, you know, every last leaf is the favorite leaf if the plant grows great, but you know. Then it grew this thing, and it's like, I'm so happy with him. Look, he's so big. So beautiful. I really like it. It actually gives me the opportunity to show you guys the back of the... I'm going to show you guys the newest leaf as well, but here you can see maybe a little bit of the verrucosum in this plant as well. You can see it really good in the front as well of this leaf. So it has a little bit the elongation that a melanochrysum has, but it has, I think, the coloration more of a verrucosum. I just know, I don't know, it just has the best parts of both plants. And in my opinion as well, these hybrids for philodendrons, they just grow so much easier. I've been seeing videos from other creators as well that say the same thing. You know, philodendron hybrids, for some reason, they just feel stronger and they grow better. I don't know what it is. I really, really like verrucosum and melanochrysum on its own as well. But this is just the best of two worlds, isn't it? Look at how great this looks. I cannot stop looking at this plant. This is actually in our bedroom. And I can just stare at this plant for hours. It's so amazing. Okay, this is actually really hard to show you, but this is the... I'm not sure if I can put it on the ground. I'm not sure if you can see the... Can you? Okay. Oh, it's quite difficult. Oh. This is so difficult.
You can turn around your chair.
You know what? Oh, I'm gonna turn around my chair. So beautiful. This is really my pride and joy. And I mean, fight me, but if I can choose one plant and all the plants have to go, this is the one. This is really the one. Look how beautiful. 36 centimeters. Gosh, my memory's so bad. But oh, look at how huge. Look at it. It's so gorgeous. I cannot stop talking about this and looking at this. I do have to say, every once in a while, it does battle a little bit of thrips. But luckily, I'm on this and my boyfriend's on this as well. Because it is my baby. Yeah, but not really a lot of pest pressure, just some random thrips every now and then, but not too much, to be honest. I'm out of breath because I'm just so excited. Yeah, but I think this is it. I think this was the 23rd philodendron in our collection. I think this fits really nice in the frame, so let's just keep him here for now. This was the 23rd plant in our collection. No, the 23rd philodendron in our collection. Yeah, I'm really happy with almost all of them in our collection. There are just some, like the pink princess. And let me think. I don't know. I only think the pink princess is just really annoying to me, and the mamai. But hopefully that will bounce back and make me love him again. But yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Let me know what you have in your philodendron collection. That would be really interesting. I really hope you like this video. Please don't forget to put a thumbs up if you do. You can follow our channel if you like it. You can also follow our Instagram, like I said before as well, at Philodendron. And yeah, I really enjoyed making this video. Isn't it? It's so long overdue. I mean, I made a Monstera collection video before this one. How did that happen? But I'm so happy that I did. And I'm so happy with this plant. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!